This is what I call the circle of, I basically like where I think how the money works in the world. Okay, and you have your rich at the top. Okay, now this whole circle is the whole world. Okay, you have the rich at the top. They will always be at the top, people, always. Okay, because they're always taking care of each other, even in the government. My understanding is once they're out of office, they still get paid. I don't know if that's true or not, so don't quote me on that, but my understanding is they do. So they will always be rich. But just to let you guys know that are rich, you play the stocks, you do this, you do that, any day you could end up down here. This is kind of the cycle of the world and the way the money goes, in my opinion, guys, in my opinion. But just remember, Rich, one day you could play that wrong stock, or you could, who knows what, and you're done. Not only that, but a lot of you count on being superstars, and you count on being models, and you count on doing this, you count on doing that. Well, you know, one day you're going to get old. One day you're not going to be able to sing no more. You're not going to be able to act anymore. Ask your fellow actors and singers and whatever, where are they at today? Make sure you invest your money. Make sure you do that. I'm sure you guys know that. Oh, and have a will too. I mean, look at Prince. Look what happened to him. But anyway, excuse me. Now down here, in my opinion, you have the providers. These people in this circle is how these people make their money. Okay, these people are sucking off the rich. Okay, the rich give them a little bit of money and they help keep that money moving around. Okay, hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say, because I don't know how else to be to say it. So anyways, the providers pretty much help feed the rich, and the rich feed the providers. But of course the rich is using the providers, because the rich don't really need the providers, but like the singers and the actors and people like that need these guys to make sure they're running smoothly. Okay, then we're going to go down to the people that are struggling. Now these are the ones like in my neighborhood that has a house and a car and a boat in the backyard, but they can't pay their bills. Okay, so basically they have everything they've always wanted, but they're having a hard time paying the bills. But I just said that. These guys actually humor me sometimes, because they do have these cars and pontoons and boats and mobile homes and whatever just sitting in their yards because they can't afford to go anywhere with them or fix the tire on the boat or whatever, which I don't get. But anyways, my thing I guess I'm trying to say is, and yes, I have been told that I don't make much sense in anything, but I'm really trying to, guys. These three people, these three kinds of people kind of support each other, okay? This is where I feel the money's going. The rich has it. It goes to the providers. The providers take care of the rich. Okay, now I don't know how to explain that except, you know, a lot of your singers, a lot of your new singers, your new actors are being promoted by rich people. Rich people are helping these guys out. They help each other out, okay? Now with the struggling people is they still kind of have something to do with these. I guess what I can say is that these guys are these guys' leftovers. They get their leftovers, okay? Whatever the rich and the providers kind of don't want anymore, or, you know, you get that cheap boat that at one time cost thousands of dollars for $500, you know, stuff like that. Well, that's how the struggling people come in. They buy what's left over, and then they're struggling and they can't pay their rent. They got a house with a mortgage on it, whatever. This leaves us out. We have no money. All this is where all the money is. It's moving around. You know, it's moving around fast here. slower here, and then it's moving around here, but real slow. Now here, it's a done deal. Okay, we're not getting any money. We are the forgotten. All right, now why is that, in my opinion? Because we all know, as in Ben Carson and HUD is way up here, and this is where the money's going. The money's flowing around here. Okay, you know as well as I do, just like if we were in our own households, we're taking care of our own. We're feeding our own. We're housing our own. This is all rich people here, okay? I don't know what the statistics are, but I'd like to know. Ben Carson keeps saying, I am taking care of, oh my God, I can't think of what it is now. Something. Anyway, you know that they're taking care of each other. They don't care. Now, in the process of taking care of each other here, there's going to be families here that are going to be paying attention to what's going on here. So, of course, Ben Carson and Housing, Urban, and Development is going to make sure that these people are taken care of so that they don't raise a rough and get, cause problems for all these rich people up here. So basically, these two are in cohorts together, together, okay? But these people still ain't getting what they deserve either. Why shouldn't these people get whatever these people are getting? Why? Because it's just not how our government works. It's not how housing works, okay? So in the process of these people getting what they want, of course, all this stuff that they no longer want or need is going to come down to these people, all right? Well, once it gets to these people, there's nothing left. These people are struggling. They're not going to give anything up, and I can't really blame them. What they got in life, they had to wait until these groups of people were done with it to get it. So I don't blame them if they want to hang on to everything they've got, even if they're not using it. They want to hang on to it. So that leaves us with nothing. That leaves us with nothing. Even if I wanted to go get a cheap boat, let's say, or a cheap housing or anything, these people are hanging on to their stuff so much that they're going to charge outrageous prices, including rent. So we're done. Now, I don't understand why, and there's a lot of money going on here, a lot of money. I don't understand why this money, some of this money can't go directly here. I have been trying to get a GoFundMe. I have a GoFundMe, and I'm trying to get just a mobile home to move into, okay? I have been to the top on Twitter. I've asked these people on Twitter, and they won't even donate $5. So they cannot sit here and tell me in general that they give a shit about us in this area, because they do not. There is no way there should be this area. There's no way there should be this area. And I'm not asking for nothing. I'm just asking for a little help, okay? So anyway, I wanted to put this in there. I was in a low-income housing unit. It was an apartment building. It was drug infested. People were dying in this apartment building, and the cops weren't doing anything about it. Every night, cops were being called. Okay, I don't think it's right that public housing, that people that are trying to be in public housing have to deal with this kind of stuff. I called Housing Urban Development at the corporate office, and I got a hold of a lady, and I told the lady, I said, hey, I'd like to report this as a problem property. People are dying. People are doing drugs. I said, I can't even walk out my door without drugs. I said, is there anything I can do about it? She said, no. I said, then is there something I can do? She said, there's nothing you can do. I said, well, I'm an old woman, and I need to get public housing. I said, can you please at least send these guys a letter and tell them, to straighten up their property, to get better management in there. And she told me that if I didn't like the way it was, then I guess I will not be on public housing. And I wish today that I would have gotten her name, although it wouldn't have mattered. Okay, you guys look up how much Housing Urban Development and their employees are getting. They get enough money every year to pay for a house. Every year they get that money. Just look it up, okay? I'm starting to get upset, so I'll let you guys go. But I love you all, and you have a great day.